Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Miscellaneous Candor, frank, honest, and otherwise outspoken. I'm Robbie, and guess what, everybody? That's right. You guessed it. He's back. Can you believe it? He really is back. And in honor of his return, I can't believe he's back. Hold on a second. I was getting all excited. And then okay, so let's see. Can we hear this? Can we listen to this? I don't know. Is it playing?
Oh boy. And on that note,
Here we go.
oh boy. Oh boy.
Steve is back, y'all. Steve is back, y'all. Ah!
Oh boy. Oh boy. I love it. I love it.
Hi,
Hello, Robbie.
Steve.
Hello, friends. It is I, your favorite, and maybe only board certified atheist, knocking at your door, Stephen Kennedy.
Okay. I guess that has to do with everybody coming out saying they're Christian, huh? All the billionaires
Hey,
and everything.
listen, are we going there? Are we going there?
No, we're not.
Have
We're
you?
not.
You've missed me.
That's the dog, but I
You've
can
missed me,
get him
haven't
out of the
you? No,
back.
no, let's leave him.
Is that what we're gonna say?
How big is he now?
Um, he is he's like a medium size. He's like a medium size. He's not gonna be big. He's just gonna be like a medium sized dog.
Hmm.
But he's like little small medium right now.
So he's
So
gonna be smaller than your previous dog.
yes, much smaller. Much smaller. But that's okay. He's manageable. He's much more manageable.
That's good.
So that's good. And he's not as scary. I mean he'll attack, but he's not like before we had a beast
Yeah.
who was amazing. I loved him because everybody was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Come here, big buddy. I'm glad you're
That's
scaring
good.
everyone."
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
so, how are you doing, Stephen with a
I'm
PH?
I, I'm doing great. I feel great. How are you doing? I've missed you. I've missed our audience. So it's good to be back.
I know they missed you too. All right, so since you've been out for a little while, let's ask the question: have you listened to any podcasts?
I have not listened to any podcasts.
Are we surprised, ladies and gentlemen? Are we
Oh boy, here we
surprised?
go. Yeah, I've missed you too.
Oh my goodness. I haven't really listened
What?
to anything,
Oh,
honestly.
that's just fantastic.
Well, I
That's
didn't.
just
I was waiting
fantastic.
for your, you know, return. Um, and with regard to that, I was like, oh, he's got to listen to at least one podcast. I mean, I've listened to the same things I listen to, so I don't really have anything to say about them. Everybody's talking about the same thing: the shutdown, the SNAP benefits, the FAA.
Yeah.
People can't fly anywhere. I did find
Mm.
out though that you should check and see if your airport is a third party TSA airport. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Yes, please enlighten us.
So if your airport is a third party TSA airport, it means that they use a third party for their TSA agents, which means their people are still getting paid, which means most likely the lines and everything
Interesting.
are actually shorter and smaller at those
So they're not
airports.
employed by the federal
They're
government.
not employed by the federal government.
Are there a lot of those airports?
I don't know. I just know someone told me that there were some.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I have to look. I
Well,
want to
that's
see
good for them. That's
what
great.
what a list is. I mean, I guess we could Google it really quickly or chat GPT it or perplexity it or any of those things. But yeah, so that's something to know. But it seems like they're gonna shut it down. I want to know since none of us listen to podcasts this week. But I want to know what you think about Mamdani.
About who?
Mamdani.
Well, I think he's a. Well, first I want to say that he's definitely not. Well, there's a few different angles I want to take this. Number one, in terms of sheer experience in this kind of role, in terms of building up to this role, what kind of experience does he have?
Zero.
From that perspective, yeah, he's not qualified at all, right? But then you think about this. Tell me, you look at Trump's entire administration, right?
Yeah.
So what are the standards we're at this point, right? But you know, the thing I like about him is that he comes from a different era than we're used to seeing in New York City. He comes with a different mindset, a different perspective, and if he is able to manage surrounding himself with the right people, he could be successful at this. Now,
I think it's so
let's think
funny when
about.
people say that he has a different mindset, but keep going. I feel like
Well,
people say that for people, and you know what? I was a little, I'm surprised that you say that. I mean, I get that he is younger, and that's new, but his ideas are not new.
depends, what you're talking about exactly, right? There's different
Democratic,
some things.
I hate what they put it. Socialism is not new. It doesn't work.
Socialism is not new, but in terms of applying it to New York City, his views are a little, what he's trying to achieve is a little different. And let's also remember that he's not going to achieve all that he's saying he wants to achieve, right?
No, because many of the
Some
things
things,
he has to do have to go through the state, which means has to go through
right,
Albany, and they're not going to pass nine
right.
times
In terms of,
out of 10 of the things he wants to do.
yeah, and so in terms of procedural and also logically, a lot of these things are not possible. But again, no one, I mean, let me put it this way: everyone wins by lying, by exaggerating, right? They all do it. They all make false promises because that's what it takes to win. Every single, even the, everyone, even the ones that lose, every single one of these politicians overpromise, right? That's
Yeah, yeah,
that's
they
what they
do
do.
all over promise.
So,
I just
you take
so
that with a
trust
grain of
the
salt,
Democrat.
right? You
Yeah.
don't, you assume he's not going to do everything. He's not going to be able to do everything he wants to do. I don't think he made those promises because he's so green. I think he was just playing the political game. He definitely,
So you feel like he doesn't even believe what he's saying. You feel like he just
yeah,
said that
yeah.
stuff just to
He's playing
win.
the game. He's good. He's good at the game. He was able to galvanize a solid backing. Right. He was able to connect with people that others were not.
So
Right.
you
And
just
then, so here's the other thing.
Stephen,
Here's the other thing.
so you're
The-
basically saying he's full of shit like everybody else. He's just saying different shit.
Yeah, but I think the way he's going to go about doing
He's
things, he's
back,
going.
ladies and gentlemen. He's back.
No, no, but I do think that he's going to do better than the other options that New York City had. I do think he's going to be better at it because now also think about he he wasn't the great I mean, this is the case that we're dealt with. Um, these are the cards we're dealt with very often. Is that it's not about selecting who's going to be the most qualified. It's going to be about who's the least unqualified. So you look at he's up against a man that's been accused of doing lots of bad things during COVID, and causing deaths during COVID, and he's been accused of sexually harassing 12 women. Right, so this is what he's up against. Like you're picking the least worst of what you got. Right, you're not trying to find the best. You're just trying to pick the least worst. Thoughts?
Okay, so you feel like he is it's called voting by what is it? There's like different ways that people vote. And one is you vote based on like you have vote based on like harm minimization. So essentially, who is going to harm you and yours the least? So you cast a vote based on that criteria,
Yeah.
not whether or not a person is good.
Right.
Just if you look at the two and you're saying, okay, if I vote for these two, it's like harm minimization. So this person is not going to harm me in my life as much. I
Yeah.
perceive that. So that's who I'm going to vote for.
And I think that's the case that happens very often these days, right?
Hmm.
So, but I do think that he will, if he surrounds himself with the right people, and I think, the fact that he is a minority Indian Muslim, I think that is going to have a positive impact. I'm sick of seeing all the Islamophobia, people saying that, oh, you've which I can't remember which politician said this. It was one of the crazies that wrote, "Oh, now you elected the same people that to mayor that were responsible for 9/11, right?" And I've seen other people posting obnoxious things. There's a lot of
Okay, so here's the thing about that. You just can't read the comments and all that stuff because, and also too, some of this stuff is bots. Some of this is like, foreign um
right, right,
targeted
right, right. But I'm
intervention
talking about
and
specifically quoted
dummies. It's
by
a lot of dummies
politicians,
out
and
there.
also things. Some people I personally know on social media have posted things. So I'm not talking about bots. I'm talking about actual. Yeah.
And there's a lot of dummies out there too. So here's the thing. I was talking to my friend and she said that New York came out and said that there were all these people from other states calling, asking how that they could cast their vote for the New York mayor so they could vote against Mamdani. These are
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
in like states like Tennessee and Missouri, some southern states, but other just like states other. The idea though that we're living now in a country where people actually think they can live in another state and vote for the mayor of New York, that is hugely problematic. FYI, you can't do that. You can only vote for the mayor of New York
Yeah.
if you live in the city of New York. I can't even believe I am fixing my mouth to say that sentence.
It's
But
it's true,
evidently,
right?
this is out there. This is what's going on
Yeah.
in these streets.
Yeah. Are you really surprised though?
I kind of, I mean, that's really ridiculous. Really? Like you live in Tennessee and you feel like you could vote for the mayor of New York?
Listen, this is these are not too not these are probably Trump's MAGA extremists.
Okay, okay. Even if I don't think it's all Trump's MAGA or whatever. I just think that there's just people who really have no fundamental understanding of how the country works,
Well,
and
I mean, listen,
unfortunately, that's
listen.
that's
I think
why
they
we're in
take
the situation we're in right now.
I think they take cues from the president, right? Look at this whole gerrymandering thing, right? So,
Yeah. Okay. So, how do you feel about the whole Prop 50 stuff?
well, I think it's you gotta fight back. I'm tired of seeing Democrats just try to be the better party, right?
Hmm.
So I think you got to play dirty if you're being treated dirty. You got to play dirty. Otherwise, if one side is unfairly gaining advantage,
Hmm.
you know how is that creating fairness, right? We're supposed to live in a democracy, and if one side is trying to find as many loopholes as they can to be unfair and sidelining huge swaths of our U.S. population, uh, that does not sound very democratic. Now, I let's not pretend that this has ever been a truly democratic country, right?
Hmm.
But I think it's just gotten worse and worse in recent years.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you. I guess. I don't. I mean, I think it's just. I don't know. I don't know what I think anymore. Honestly, sometimes. Um. There's just so much happening all at the same time. It's just not
So
crazy.
how do you feel about Mamdani?
I don't have like personally, I don't have any issue with like all the he's Indian, he's Muslim, he says he's African because he lived in Uganda. Um I don't care about any of that stuff. Like me, I don't like who cares that I don't care about your background, all that kind of stuff. What I do care about the fact is he's definitely not qualified. And
But
I
again,
you
who?
asked me, are you gonna cut me off?
Sure. No, I mean, no, I won't. Sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
I do not believe in socialism. Period, full stop. I
Yeah.
feel like we've tried it so many places in so many different countries, and it always usually ends with actually what we're in right now, like on the brink of like, people, I mean, people to say authoritarianism, we're not in that, but
Mm,
it feels like that to some people. But essentially, you end up with somebody who gets junk with power and ends up just wanting to keep that power, and people end up not, you know, not doing well. I mean, look at Cuba. I mean, look,
yeah.
there's so
So
many examples, and but here's the thing. I think first of all, I think it's very, very you that you think that he's full of shit, but you think
I
that
think
he
I
just said
think
that
he's full of
to
shit, but
win.
I also think he will be better than the other options that were
Yes,
available to New York City.
yes,
But so it sounds
but
like
I don't. Are you gonna let me? Why do you keep cutting me off?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And I'm not a ma'am.
Sorry,
Um,
madam.
okay,
Better.
yes, that is better.
Okay.
Okay, the other thing about the socialism piece is I get that people can't live in New York City. Like I understand, and from everything I've read and have heard, the gap of who can afford and who can't afford is ridiculous. Like, if you
Yeah.
live in New York City, even if you're making $250,000 a year, you feel like you're struggling.
Hmm.
That's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
honestly. So, like you feel like you're struggling, like you just gonna make it, right?
Hmm.
Um, and that's crazy. But that's just how much it costs to live there. And considering that's how much it costs to live there, then it becomes, well, people are like, well, wait a minute. I'm working. I got this job. I'm making six figures. I still can't make it. I want to have a family. I can't do that. I can't. I need somebody that's going to cut me some slack or give me some breaks, right? Like everybody else is getting. And that's
Hmm.
essentially what his platform was. Like, free food and rent control and all of these things that are going to undermine like the way things are, and then saying I'm a socialist means, you know, share the wealth. And I get the concepts, but my problem is I feel like the people who are talking about them don't understand that this has been tried before. Kind of like, with the whole DEI stuff, I was just waiting for the shoe to drop, right? Because if you read history, you know that many times things like this have happened, and people feel like, oh, it's going to be different, we're different, blah 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 blah. It's not. The history is history for a reason, so you can learn from it. And I just have very strong opinions about the fact that if you have a democracy that is capitalist and you decide to take those risks that you can take when you have an environment kind of like we used to have to a degree, you have a better chance and a better option than you do in a socialist society. And I think that that speaks for itself, given the fact so many people have immigrated or wanted to immigrate to the United States for that, for opportunity and freedom. And we are crushing both of those things
Do
in
you?
that state. So yeah, I mean, I
But do
might
you?
sound like I'm right wing by saying that, but that's just how I feel.
But do you? But do you feel that our capitalism actually is successful?
I feel like now it's going like
I don't. That's why.
we have swung so far with the pendulum. Like,
Hmm.
it's too far. And it started getting that way around like the 80s and early 90s, right? And then it just got exacerbated, like it got worse and worse. And now it's just ridiculous. Like, I think everybody is kind of like, okay, we got these billionaires, but really a trillionaire? We're really talking about that right now? Like, like for real? Like that's ridiculous, right? But in the grand scheme of things, people want to say, well, is that ridiculous? I mean, does if he's worth it, if he can make it happen, all these things. But my whole thing is if somebody has that much money, there's gonna be there's another side of that, and the other side of that is I don't even know if you can get to that amount because the other people that would buy the things to get him to the trillion, they're not going to have
Don't
enough money
exist.
to buy
Right,
buy the thing.
right,
That's my whole thing. Like you
right.
can literally X out your consumer by by owning too much in a way, or by
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to say
and
owning too
I
much,
I
by
don't even
making too
think
much. I just think
well,
trillionaire is crazy, but I guess at
just
one
to
point we thought billionaire was crazy. Go on.
clarify for our audience, Robbie's
Oh
talking
yeah,
about Elon Musk.
yes I am.
But I think it's to your point. I think it's a that's why I haven't really I wasn't really shocked by it because it's not attainable for the reasons you said, but also because his Elon's brain is fried. Right, he's no longer what he used to be. There's no
I
chance he's going to
know
meet
that's so
this. He's
crazy.
done. He's done. I think he's done. So they can, in their desperation, throw out these crazy, $1 trillion paycheck, you know,
Well, he
opportunities if
doesn't
he
get
reaches a
paid if he
certain
doesn't
goal. But
make it though. If he doesn't make the
right,
goal, he's
so
not going to get the money.
yeah, so they can throw out these crazy, $1 trillion paycheck if he reaches a goal, but he's not gonna reach that goal.
Okay, so on that note, let's pivot because I'm looking at
And
the time.
on
Well,
top of that, look at where where the whole car industry is going, right? And where he's kind of stagnated, right?
yeah,
So
but he's pivoting to robots. Like, I will give him this. I will give him
he
Starlink and I will
says
give
he's
him
pivoting to
SpaceX.
robots.
But the robots, if he could figure out how to make the robots work, I mean, people gonna buy his robots because he's Elon. If he
We
could
shall
figure out how
see.
to, I mean, I'm just saying, he can do it. Okay.
Can we?
Can we
We could
pivot to
go out to
Chris
like
Jenner's
another
birthday party though?
what?
Kris Jenner's birthday party. You have not seen
What?
the picture of
No,
Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party? Oh my god, I've
no.
got to send these to you right in real time so that you can have all kinds of things to say. Can't believe it.
Real quickly, just going back to Mom Donnie,
Yeah,
just for a
go
second,
on. You can
just for a
talk
second.
about him.
I
I'm
think
still gonna
it's
send
a
you these things. So, do you have your phone open?
yeah.
Okay.
I just think it's definitely a step in towards progress. The fact that he is a minority of Asian descent, I think that's a huge step because our populations are changing.
I don't really think it's a huge step because your population is a CEO of some of the largest corporations in the world. You have two
Um,
CEOs who are the heads of the largest two of the largest companies in the world, Google and Microsoft. And
okay,
I know there's more. So,
yeah, and
and you have a second lady of the United States.
okay, and I mean, what are you getting at? Is what I'm asking.
I'm just saying that I don't think that I think that the racism is bad, but I don't think the opportunities that Indian Americans who particularly and people who have immigrated here from India, I don't think I think that you all have flourished here. I mean, if you look at like the wealth numbers and you look at the salary numbers in comparison to other people, and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
just talking about other brown people, I'm talking about Asian and white people. Indians have the are the highest. I'm not saying that
Yeah, but are you
I'm
looking
not
at
saying that that's not right, that's not wrong, because I do think that you're earning what you're worth, but at the same time I don't really think that you can say that. I think the racism is wrong, but I don't think the opportunity. I think that the opportunity on the grand scheme of thing on the aggregate is actually huge.
but have you seen the number of Southeast Asian cab drivers in New York City? There's a lot. There
Yeah,
are a lot.
but they're able to own a cab.
No, not necessarily.
Many of them do. I mean, they're able to have a cab. I just think that there's a lot of reasons, and there's a lot of immigrants in this country who have an opportunity and get an opening to own and build things that other people don't. That's all. I'm not saying that that's. I'm just saying that that's the facts on the ground. And I'm not surprised that Mamdani won.
I actually,
I'm
I was surprised. I
really.
was surprised.
I'm not.
I
I knew
thought
he
New
was gonna
York,
win.
really, I thought New York, no
Yeah.
matter what, was not ready to vote in a minority Muslim.
No, not this. Not this generation. Absolutely not. Um. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was gonna win. I mean, he was. He was. What is it? Way, way ahead. And your city just voted in a black mayor.
Well, the thing is, the polls, you know, the predictive polls. I don't know about all those. They're not always accurate. It's a sample size, right? So it's I don't give too much weight to those.
I
And
figured you
besides, he
would.
actually didn't win by the landslide that was predicted
What was it
based
like?
on polls.
70% versus 90?
I can't remember.
I mean, it was still pretty big, Steven. Okay. Did you see the Chris Jenner?
I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Wow, what is this? A ball? Like, what? I mean, this
So
is
she turned
a birthday
70
party.
and she did
Yeah.
0070. So it was a James Bond theme party
I don't get the zero at the end. What is that? Oh,
because
70.
she's
Okay, I
70.
get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah, yeah. So
The
007.
cigarettes. Wow. Okay. Everything. Okay, I get it. Interesting.
And it was at Jeff Bezos's and Lauren Sanchez's $175 million estate in Beverly Hills.
Interesting.
It was whatever. What else? The neighbors called the police on them and said they were being too loud. So I
Wow.
feel like the people who called were mad they didn't get invited because everybody that lives around. If you have $175 million house and you have neighbors, they
Right.
probably have like $100
Right.
million house. Do you know what I mean? Like
Unless you're Mark Zuckerberg living in Hawaii, and
he was
that's
there.
right, right. But I'm saying, Mark Zuckerberg's neighbors in Hawaii are not the same.
Yeah,
Don't have the same
but he
income.
was there. He was there. He was at the party, which is
Yeah, but
interesting because I
it's
thought
it's
he and
funny.
Bezos hate each other. But anyway,
Well,
whatever.
it's funny that you tell me that Jeff Bezos hosted the birthday party for Chris Jenner, which I just find very fascinating itself.
Well,
That mixing of
Sanchez has been friends with Chris and Kim and all of them for a while.
oh, okay.
So, he's like, let me do this for my wife.
Not to be a gossip queen, but
This is the
all the
gossip part. This is the gossip
all
part of the
right,
show.
right. All of the face work she's gotten done. I mean, she was a beautiful woman before she got any of this work done on her face. Now she looks like just nasty. I mean, there's no other way to explain it.
I should send you another video of a plastic surgeon talking about all of her plastic surgery.
It's disgusting. Wow,
You
she
want?
had
Do
a
you want to see
beautiful
that so we
face
can have a
before.
conversation about
Oh
that too?
yes,
You said, "Hold on, hold on.
right. You've got all this right at your fingertips.
Let me see if I can find it." I
By
do.
the way, any update on Diddy? Diddy for Diddy?
So there's like a few different ones talking about her. Um, I heard that the latest is that he was caught drinking in jail, so
Of
he's not
course,
sober
of
anymore.
course.
Um,
Was he ever actually sober? I don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying. I mean, like they've been sneaking him drugs and everything, so he could
Yeah, yeah.
stay up. He did not go through any withdrawal. It's just very clear that Donald Trump is not going to pardon him. I talked about it last week. I don't know if you listened to my solo
Mm,
pod. You did not.
he. Did you say he is going to?
No, he's not.
That's surprising.
I don't think it's not surprising. You know what? And I said this on the pod. You didn't listen to it. That's
I
okay.
did not. I'm sorry. I was a
Okay.
little occupied with other pressing items, which you are
Okay,
very well
okay,
aware
okay.
of. Which
Okay, you're right.
I'm not gonna publicize
All
on
right.
our podcast. But I think
Okay.
I'm justified
You
in
are.
my
You are.
absence.
You are. Okay. I take it
Thank you.
back. I take it
Thank
back.
you.
I take it back. I take it back. But I will say this. I think that he's not pardoning him because of 50 Cent. Because you know how much 50 Cent is like down with Trump. And evidently, word on the street, I don't know if it's true or not. So I'm definitely going to say that. I'm not going to be like these YouTubers are like, this is what happened. Um, Word on the street is that 50 called Donald and was like, "You cannot let him out."
Wow.
But I
Okay.
don't know if that's true. So, yeah. Anyway, are you watching the video about the
We should just
plasticization?
rename our podcast to TMZ
No,
because
we
yeah,
should.
you're really good at this. You're really good at this. Dropping little bombs like that. "Oh, I don't know if it's true, but this is what I heard."
It's just because I read all the craziness on the, because I like to talk a lot of ish.
Shit.
Yeah, so it's fun. I should be concerned about my own stuff. Okay, which is why we do this podcast. The other thing, just in general, I think the wellness thing. I think I want to dig more, just personally, into the whole wellness issue because I just think there's so much that's happening in terms of biohacking and wellness. I saw this one thing I totally want to try is this red light bed
A
by
red light
this,
bed?
yes, by this brand called it's called Stimlight, and I've done their red light panels for my face, and it totally has changed my face.
Wait,
I
in
like.
what way?
Hmm?
In what way has it changed your face?
Okay, so if my face is dull, or I feel like it might look a little, just like it needs refreshing, a refreshed look, versus like going to get good Botox or stuff, I'll do like this red light. Um,
Robbie, is that the red light, or is a little bit of bow chicka bow wow?
no, it's a red light. I'm
All right,
serious,
I
not
just
bow
making sure.
chicka wow
So the
wow.
red light gives you the glow that
It
you're.
does. It does. Does for everybody. It's
Okay.
amazing what it does. And so they have a bed, you can just lay your whole body on it. And evidently it's supposed to like help with, you know, recovery for workouts and all those things. And I'm a huge proponent of red light saunas and all that.
Okay.
But I feel like this one
Well,
is like a whole different thing. I've been
what
looking
is this
for ones
product
in
that you're
my
using on
area.
your face? Why don't you share it with your guests so they can also have that afterglow? I mean, glow, not afterglow. Sorry.
What do you mean? Share what? The light stem?
The name of the product you use,
Yeah,
that red light.
okay. Yeah, I just said it. I think it's light stem. Hold on. I think it is light stem. Hold on, hold on.
And no, this is not a product endorsement. We're not getting paid to advertise for
No, we're not.
Lightstem
No, we're not.
unless they want to pay us for it. If they hear this podcast, we won't reject it.
We definitely won't reject it. That's right. I usually do not hype products on. Yes, it's light stem, STIM LED. They're the bed, and then they have like a face panel thing. People buy
Mm.
them, but if you look up the brand, you can probably find a facility that has the equipment, and then you can go and get a treatment and see what you think. But I just think
Mm.
this stuff is so amazing. So
And are these? I assume they're pretty expensive.
oh, the bed is like $55,000. When I looked
50.
at it,
You kind of left that little detail out.
I wouldn't buy one. I would go to like an aesthetic place where
Okay,
they
got it.
have them, and then
So you can go take a nap at like a
hmm
spa.
yeah, it's like a treatment. It's like a spa treatment. Exactly.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Speaking of wellness, one thing I wanted to bring up, which kind of involves AI,
Hmm.
but
And then we'll
there are
go. Oh yeah,
some,
we haven't talked about AI the whole time.
yeah, yeah,
Go on.
there are some mental health experts that are saying that AI chatbots can be an addiction similar to alcohol or drugs.
Okay, now that does not surprise me. Are you really surprised by that?
I'm not totally surprised, but it
I
is,
mean, these crazy folks who are out here going on dates with other people and their AI friend in their
and
phone.
committing suicide as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
all,
the
yeah,
suicide thing.
yeah,
Yes, people
yeah.
are so lonely. That's why I want to. You guys just gotta just drop all these freaking apps and just go outside.
Yeah. But apparently some people get addicted, like alcohol, drugs,
Hmm.
gambling. That's what they're comparing it to, and they're saying that people start in a mentally unhealthy place, and they use the AI chatbots to fill that void, just as they would with similar to gambling or alcohol or drugs,
Hmm.
and so they get sucked in, and they're still in that same mental space, that
Do you
unhealthy
have an
space.
article on that? Can you send that to me?
Yeah, I'll have to
Okay.
find it.
Okay. That's really actually insightful. All right, well we said we were gonna go 30 and we're at 35, Steven.
You know why? I think you and I miss each other. So
Oh,
I could.
Steven.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, right? I guess we do kind of miss each other.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what I want to do. I can't believe that you're back. You're back, right?
I'm back, back. I'm back, back.
You're
Robbie.
back. You're back. Okay.
Also, too, I am
Also
back,
too,
back.
here we go. Like also too, here we
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. I've been on this Bruno Mars kick for a minute, so nope.
Wonderful.
I forgot about how um popular that song was.
Yeah. What year is it from? I don't remember. That's
2016.
okay.
hmm Anyway, I thought it was appropriate for you.
Thank you.
Did you
Yeah.
like that song? I feel like you liked
Oh, of
that song.
course, of
Okay,
course.
okay, all right.
It was
I
great. I mean, that was yeah.
okay. Yes. All right, everyone. So this concludes another episode of Miscellaneous Candor. Frank, honest, and otherwise outspoken. Steven, say goodbye to the audience.
Well, my friends, we come to the close of another entertaining episode. I hope for you it was entertaining. It's I, Stephen, with a PH, Kennedy, board certified atheist. See you next time.
See you later.